guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run an Etsy shop, Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where I sell a lot of the products that you'll see me use in today's video. I decided to get back into cash budgeting as a way to control my expenses, as me and my husband are on a journey to get a lot of our high interest debt paid off. If this is something you're interested in following along, just keep watching. Today's video is going to be the unstuffing of my 3 different wallets of the online spending that I've done over the last week. So this will be covering week 2 of November. So let's get started. So again, I'm going to go ahead and get into my digital version of my budget planner. And in particular, I'm going to be using this spending tracker. As you can see, just like last week, I have my actual amount down to the penny on this side, and then this side is rounded up to the nearest dollar. And so I'm going to be going ahead and working off of this page. I'm going to turn my digital planner this way just so that way it's a lot easier to see the pages, and we'll go ahead and start from there. So I am going to start with things a little out of order. I think I'm going to start with birthdays and work from there, so that way if I need any singles, I should have some from after doing that. So birthdays would be in my blue wallet. So I spent $64 there. Now what that was is I went ahead and got some birthday gifts for my daughter. Her 5th birthday is next month, and she's very into princesses. Last year for Christmas, we got her some fancy princess dress-up shoes, and she's outgrown them and she loved them to pieces. In fact, she wore them out quite a bit. And so we went ahead and replaced them in the next size up. So I got her, I think it's 4 pairs, and it was $64 total. So let me go ahead and grab that. 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have still $2 in birthdays. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 50. Grab the pen and I'll check that off. And then I think next I am gonna try and go into gas, which will be in my purple wallet. And so my husband filled up my car. We live in Illinois and we went over into Missouri to visit my mom. And whenever we go into Missouri, we like to fill up because gas is quite a bit cheaper over there. My husband also works in Missouri, so he'll sometimes take my car with him into work to get my gas or get my tank filled up. So you always have to find the cheapest gas you can. So that's one way that we do that. So I went ahead and put a 50 there, and I took a single back. So I have $10, $15, $16 left. Oh, a 22. So I have $20, $30, $5, $36 left in gas. So that's good. So let me check that off. And then, let's see. Let me try and do groceries. Actually, I'm going to do, groceries. Let's see what we have here. I spent $174. So I would need 26 back, which I don't have enough there. So let's come back to this. I'm going to go over to pet care. I'm actually going to have to pull from 2 envelopes because I believe I only have $30 in pet care and I actually spent a little bit over $31. So I'm going to pull that, I believe, from household since I didn't really spend anything there, and it can kind of be considered slightly household sort of pet care. So 10, 30. So pet care is done. So let me find household. That's kids, clothing, household. I'm going to pull $1 from there. So that's the 31. And so in household, I still have $30. So that should be plenty. I don't know when I'm going to need to use that next. So it'll just keep building. And if I would prefer to pull from where I have cash than write IOUs. Clothing is a little separate option. You'll probably see me have to do more of an IOU here in a minute for that, but for the most part, I want to be pulling cash from other envelopes just to make sure that I'm sending enough money back to the bank. So there's pet care there. So I think we should have enough that I can then do grocery. So for groceries, I spent $174. So I'm gonna put 200, and then I'm gonna take $26 back. So I have 25, 26 in grocery. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check groceries off. Now you'll see that Sam's is here in like 3 different transactions. It was all one transaction, but I split up the different spending there across the different categories. So we bought a bag of dog food, so I split that out. And then I split the clothing out, and then the rest was all food. So that's how I came across that. So we did grocery, I think. Let's go to eating out. Now I know eating out was kind of excessive, so I'm probably going to be pulling that from a couple of different envelopes. So I spent $120 at Olive Garden. We got donuts from Krispy Kreme. And then we got Wendy's. We got breakfast that day. And then yesterday we went to Applebee's while the kids were at Bible study. So $219, I believe. This week I stuffed $150 in eating out. So yes, so let's subtract 150. And then when I overspend in eating out, I like to pull it from my spending money as well, because eating out's kind of my guilty pleasure. So I have 50 in eating out. And so that leaves 19. Now I leave myself a buffer of $10 for miscellaneous. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. And then I'm going to pull the remaining from grocery, because as I said in my last unstuffing, I kind of view grocery and eating out as interchangeable. Ultimately, I want to work towards lowering the eating out and doing more at home. But if I have to pull back and forth between the two, if one's heavier than the other, I'm willing to do that. So after the 10 from miscellaneous, that leaves $9. So I'm going to put the 20 in, take 11 back. So then that leaves me with, so I had 26 previously in grocery, so now I have 10, 15, 16, 17 left in grocery, which honestly anything left in grocery is a win for me. Sorry if there was a weird cut there. My dog barks at everything and he was just barking, so I'm going to try and edit that out. So if there's a weird cut, that's why. In fact, he's still kind of barking right now, but I'm hoping that you don't hear him. Let me make sure that I added that correctly, because for some reason I'm thinking I didn't. So 120, 19 plus 18 plus 62. Yeah, that was right. Okay, just double checking. So all I have left is clothing. Okay, so for clothing I spent $167. Let's see what I stuffed. I think I stuffed 100, if I remember correctly. Yep. So I have 100, so 167 minus 100, which I can do that on my head, but just for the sake, it's 67. So I'm going to put this there, and then I'm going to think what I want to do. Let me see what's in kids, because I can pull from there possibly. Kids has 50, 65. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull the 67 from kids, since the clothing was for our kids, so it would make sense to also pull that from there as well. So 50, 65, 67. And then let me double check how much I still have left in kids. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I still have $9 left in kids. Perfect. And then in clothing, I still have my IOU that I owe myself $115 for. And like I said, what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and probably clear that in the beginning of December. I'm going to clear it in the beginning of December with the money that I have saved in this wallet. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see this wallet. This is my yearly challenge. I started it right after I made it, which was in July. So I started stuffing it in July. So I've stuffed it from July through November. So I have December to stuff. So I want to stuff that for this year. And then when I'm done stuffing it, I'm going to unstuff this and I'm going to reallocate it across my sinking funds. But I think I need to go ahead and put a little bit of a cushion in just because I did start from scratch in my sinking funds. So some of them I need to get funded pretty quickly because I anticipate spending money on them, such as the clothing. We are getting into the winter months, so my kids need warmer clothes and stuff like that. So I want to get that funded properly. But for now, this is what I've done. So let's see. If I did everything correctly, let me add this up and see how much cash I should have here, and then we'll see if it's right. So I should have $704 in here. So cross your fingers that I didn't goof up. 1, 2, 53, 54, 55, 56, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I'm really shocked and proud of myself that I got that. So let me put that in my nice envelope. Now I think in my last cash stuffing video I had a different envelope, but I just got these in and I'm so in love. It's sparkly and it's purple and it's like my favorite. And so I put Back to the Bank on it in vinyl. I sell this in my shop. It is a very new listing in there. What I like is a lot of the bank envelopes, they will open up this way. So you can do it that way or you can open it this way. I had them kind of customized slightly. Normally they come with a pink snap, but I'm very particular when it comes to purple, and the pink was making this purple come and pull pink way too much. And my purple has to be a pretty pure purple or it's not purple enough for me. So I was super excited to swap this out, and then I'm like, that's gonna make it stay looking purple, and it does. So I'm like so excited about this. So I have this color in my shop, and then if you're not as obsessed with purple as I am, I also have this fun little one in my shop now too. I love these. I cannot wait to use these. I was so excited to get them in. So of course I had to run and customize this one for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put this cash in my Back to the Bank envelope, and then I will drop it back at my bank and put it back in the account. So that way when we have to pay the bills that these are all on, that the cash is there. So I hope you had fun and enjoyed this video a little bit. It was kind of a little all over the place, but I kind of felt I did better this time, so hopefully next time my video will be even better. I can't say for sure if I'll have an unstuffing for next week. I might have to do an unstuffing over the course of 2 weeks because the holidays are next week and I want to make sure that I'm spending time with my family. I may not be around enough to film another video, and so I put my family first above anything else, as they should be, so I might not be back here. I hope you guys enjoy your holidays and have fun. Since Thanksgiving is coming up next week, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving, or what are you most thankful for this year? I hope you guys had fun. Have a great day. Bye, guys.